Hey guys, Happy New Year and welcome back to the channel. Today we're on the PitBoss and we're going to be doing some spatchcock chicken. A simple way, simple recipe to get a lot of multi-use chicken. And so you'll have a good juicy bird in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Let's check it out. Let's go. All right, well, welcome back inside. There's only a couple things you're gonna need for this really simple method of cooking a whole chicken. Now, the great benefit of this is when we cook this whole chicken, I like to say we can use, it's a multi-use chicken. It's a multi-use bird. In other words, we can use it to create chicken salad. We can use it to create tacos or fajitas or chicken enchiladas. Like the list is endless, really, once you have smoked and cooked the bird. And it comes down to really the flavors and the rubs that you put on it. So we have two birds we're going to be doing today. We're going to spatchcock both of these. I'm going to show you how to do that and how to properly do that. And really it's simple. Like, that's the great thing about it. You know, beer can chicken, you got to wrestle the beer can, get the chicken on there and all those things. Another easy way to do it. But this way really is a quick turnaround if you're needing to just get the bird done for the evening. So here we are mid-afternoon, again, trying to get the bird done for tonight and for dinner. And so all you're gonna need is just a simple knife, and then you're also gonna need what they would call meat shears or kitchen shears or anything like that. Again, hopefully sharp and ready to go, okay? So that's all we have. And again, the bird that I'm about to show you hasn't been touched at all, hasn't been prepped in any way. We're gonna do it all together and to kind of show you what to expect once you dive in with your whole bird chicken, okay? So here we go. All right, so again, here we have our bird. Nothing has been done to it, including pull out the guts, because I just wanted to prepare you for this. If you've never done a whole chicken in any way, right? Like, we're hoping that you're a starter on this journey with us. There's gonna be this stuff hanging out of the back of the chicken, okay? And so you're gonna wanna pull that out. You're not gonna wanna leave that in there. That's some innards, some gizzards, some of that stuff. Some people use that, cook that, whatever you wanna do there. We're gonna pull that out for the sake of what we're doing today. All right, and then in addition, you may want to check out in there and see, you know, what else is in there. You're probably going to have a lot of fluid in there as well, especially if it's fresh out of the refrigerator or if it's like you've unfrozen this particular bird, okay? And so what I would encourage you to do is take this over to the sink, dump some of that out, or do that all at the sink. Again, we're doing it on camera here, but I'm gonna take this over to the sink, dump out the fluids that are inside, and then we'll come back and show you the next step of what we need to do. All right, so now we've got our bird. We're gonna flip it over onto what would be its belly, okay? And then you're gonna see a little stub here on the back. This is where his spine is running up the chicken. And what we're gonna do to spatchcock it is we're gonna cut on each side of that, okay? So you can take your knife and kind of just roll down through there like so, draw some lines. This knife is not very sharp, okay? And then that's where we're gonna take our scissors and go up through there. So our meat shears right here, we're gonna start at the top and then we're just gonna cut right down through there. I like to kind of get my first cut on the skin, okay? Because there's actually gonna be some bones that we're gonna cut through. You can hear that clicking away, right? Okay, and then we're gonna keep going right down through here. Okay, so again, the skin, and then the rest. That's where it gets a little difficult. Whoop. Okay. And we're gonna head down the other side as well. So right down through there, cutting those bad boys, just like that, okay? All right, so once you make that final cut, what's gonna happen is that spine is gonna slide right out of there just like that, okay? We're gonna set this off to the side. We've got this nice big gap down the middle of our bird, okay? So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna give it a little slice right in here. Just like that, okay? And then we're gonna flip it over, and this is where we're gonna begin to flatten it out, okay? So all we're gonna have to do is take our bird, give it a good press down the middle, and you'll hear it cracking, just like that. And one more just like that, okay? Now she's laying flat. We're gonna flip her legs over where they're sitting like this. Wings are ready to go. Hopefully you can see that. Let me bring it back just a little bit. Okay, just like that, nice and flat. I'll give you an overview here in just a moment. Okay, so you can probably tell in the last video as we're going over it that there's a lot of moisture on the bird, especially coming out of the refrigerator. And so what we want to do is we're going to pat that down dry. Okay, this is one secret to crispy skin, is getting this as dry as you can, but also it's a little trick to get your rub to really set in. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to get this side done, then we're going to lift up and we're actually going to switch cutting boards for the sake of our rub. And we're gonna do the inside, or the other side, of this bird as well, okay? So what I mean is we're gonna slide this bad boy up. I'm gonna give this a wipe down. Don't worry, we'll disinfect the cabinets when we're done, or the counters. And then we're gonna take our bird and bring it to here. Again, we just set it on the dry side that we dried off, right? So we're gonna move this guy out of the way, slide this guy up, and you'll see that, man, there's a lot of moisture there. But the other things you can do is kind of go in and trim off some of these internal pieces that maybe you don't want hanging around. Right? Okay. So then, from there, we're going to grab some more paper towel. We're going to dry off this side as well. Now, on this interior side, this is where we're going to hit it with our rub first. Okay, then we're going to flip it over, and on that back side, we're going to do oil so we can get some crispy skin, and then more rub. Okay, but we're going to start on this side. Now we're flipping the bird. Oh, you know what it is. Come on. Good and flat there. We're gonna add some oil first. And if you need to, you can give it one more over with paper towel as well. So I'm using olive oil for this particular bird. ready for the smoker. Here we go. All right, so we're out at the smoker, got the PitBoss rolling. 275 is where we're gonna run this. It's gonna be about an hour and a half or 2 hours, but at about an hour, we're gonna check on our chickens. We're gonna lay them in there, okay, with the side that we cut open. We're gonna lay that down on the grate, directly on the grate, and let those bad boys go. If you wanna put an internal probe in there just to kind of keep track of it, I would encourage that. But again, about an hour into our cook, what we're gonna do is come back and baste those bad boys with some butter. Oh yes, because butter makes everything better, right? And so we're gonna give that a go, but we're gonna stick these things in here and let them go again for about 45 minutes at 275. Here we go. So you can see we got the legs kind of laid back and then the wings folded over the top. The breast right here on top getting ready to be smoked. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be delicious. So again, got these guys laid in here, rub ready to roll. 275, 45 minutes, and then we'll be back. All right, so we're about 45 minutes to 50 minutes into the cook. Our birds are right now sitting at about 90 degrees internal temp. And so what I'm gonna do is just, I melted down a stick of butter and I'm just gonna kind of baste that on there with like a brush, silicone brush. That's just gonna give them a nice sexy look there at the end and get them looking just ooh so pretty. It's also gonna help crisp up that skin a little bit more. All right, checking back in at about an hour and a half. Look at the beauty of those things right there. Ooh, doggy. Looking pretty good. We're at about 150 degrees, so we need a few more minutes and these babies will be ready to pull off. We're gonna let them rest for a few minutes and then we're gonna cut them up and eat them. All right, look how juicy that is. Delicious, perfect color, great skin. Here we go. Delicious. Give it a go. Hope you enjoy. Like, subscribe, all the things. We'll see you soon.